Hello, White in grade 6. Mr. Burton here. I'm going to read you chapter 36. It was a lovely, perfect evening as I kicked a row of soccer balls into the net one by one. I really was starting to like Arizona. The constant sunshine, the smell of orange blossom in the air, the soft green grass I walked on barefoot whenever I could, and the beautiful sunsets. I gazed up at the evening sky after I kicked the last ball into the net. It looked like it had been painted with watercolors of pink, orange, and purple. I sighed. Nice work, Green, Coach Fuller called. I ran over to Jessica and we worked on moving the ball back and forth between us as the other girls took their turns at the net. We're going to have a team kickoff party at my house this weekend, Jessica said breathlessly as we worked. Want to come? Yeah, I said. Should I bring anything? Jessica paused with a foot on the ball. How about some soda? Okay, and do you think you might come to the festival? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure most of the team is planning on it. Good job today, girls, Coach Fuller said. I checked the watch around my ankle. Wow, that flew by. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Jessica looked past me and didn't answer. I turned around when I heard a bark and spotted Connor standing at the edge of the field. Is he your friend? She asked. Connor raised his hand in a wave and I smiled. Yeah, I said, he's my best friend. She kicked the ball to me as she grinned and raised her eyebrows. He's cute, she said, and ran off to join the other girls headed to the locker room. I let out a breathy laugh and walked over to Connor. I stopped about 3 feet from him. Hi. He looked down at his feet, then back up at me. You made the soccer team. Yeah, I did. And you made a new friend? He gestured toward Jessica, still walking back to the locker room with everyone else. I glanced at her then, turned my attention back to Connor. Yeah, I studied the painful look on his face, but I miss my old friend. Connor smiled and shrugged his shoulders. Where have you been? I asked. Just home. I decided I was never coming back to school. What made you change your mind? You, he said, and my mom. She told me to get my butt out of bed yesterday. I thought she was going to drive me to school, but instead she called into work and we spent the day together. You did? Connor nodded. Yeah, we even went out for dinner. Seriously? At a real restaurant? Yeah, well, sort of. We got takeout and ate it in the park. But still, I said, it's a good start. We stood there awkwardly for a moment. Guess what? What? Josephine, the lady who works in the steakhouse, she's my grandmother. His mouth hung open. What? I nodded. Yeah, she's Joe Kavanaugh. She's the one who hired my parents. Why? She said she wanted to meet me and make sure I was okay. So who was the girl in the picture? My birth mother. What happened to her? She died, I said, surprised to feel a knot in my throat, surprised at how much I wished I could have known her. I'm sorry, Avon. Josephine gave me up because she didn't think she could care for me. I guess she thought she was doing the best thing for me. I'm sure that's what she thought at the time, Connor said, but obviously she regretted it to have brought you out here. Well, if she thinks she can just have a relationship with me after all this time, she's mistaken. I dug my cleat into the ground. Of course, Connor agreed. She must be a terrible person. Well, I don't. Connor grinned at me, and I narrowed my eyes at him. I said what you're trying to do here. I don't think I'm ready to forgive her for abandoning me. She didn't exactly leave you in a cave in the desert. How old is she? 83. So she was 70 when you were born? I bet she was thinking, holy cow pie. I'm gonna be nearing 90 by the time this here baby graduates high school. She'll have to push me in my wheelchair to the ceremony. That's going to be hard to do with her feet. Your Texas accent is awful. You get my point, he said. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I smiled at the ground, kicking at the dirt with my cleat. Everything is really coming together for the festival. I think it's going to be a big success. Anything you do would be a big success, Avon. My cheeks flushed at the compliment. I'm just sorry you're not going to be there. I looked up at him. I won't be the same without you. I think about it okay, he said. That's the best I can do. I guess I'll have to accept that then. We stood there quietly for a minute. My mom's going with me to the next meeting, Connor said. That's so great. Do you want to come with us? He frowned. I'm sure Dexter would love for you to be there. I'd love to be there for you, not for Dexter. Are you sure? Because I know he's so funny and all that. I'm sure, I said, and he's really not that funny. Connor smiled. I was also thinking maybe you could teach me a little bit on the guitar, see how it goes. I'd love to. My mom and I watched this video online about people with Tourette's and how music can be almost like a therapy for them. It can even make them stop ticking while they're doing it. When I told her about you and the guitar, she thought it would be a great idea for us to work together on it. She really likes you. That's amazing, I said. I mean, about the music, but also your mom. She's getting involved. Yeah, because I'm letting her. You were right. It's because I'm so smart. I tossed my hair back over my shoulder. Yes, you are, Connor said. Even smart enough to be an astronaut.